it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Do we have
a caller on the line?
Oh, we have someone on the line. Let's go to the phone lines.
Okay.
Let's go to the phone lines.
To the phone lines, we have Arthars of Chocobo.
Hey, what's up, Arthars? How's it going?
Hey, wait, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
Oh, okay, perfect. First of all, let me introduce Arthars from Chocobo server. Japanese Chocobo server.
Awesome.
So,
hey, welcome to Limit Break Radio, Arthars. Thank you.
So
yeah, man, I've been dropping by for a long time. By the way, great podcast, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Share a lot of similar rage we have. For example, the Reddit bullshit and the official forum bullshit. So
yeah.
Okay, before I begin, how much time do I actually have?
So long as you're making good points. All right.
Yeah.
Are you actually calling from Japan?
No. Let me first say it. My English is not really good, so
It's better than a lot of people who call in.
You know, honestly.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, no, shit. No, real shit. You have a better handle on the language than a lot of people who live in this fucking country. So don't even fucking worry about it, man. Like, who are native born here, have never heard another language in their life. You have a way better handle on it. So
better than that asshole Juxta.
yeah, exactly. He says YOLO. You haven't said that yet, so that's all you really need to know. Anyway, go on.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
First of all, I've been streaming Final Fantasy XIV for straight 4 months.
Nice.
Like every day, 5 to 6 hours, and
wow.
I'm playing on the Japanese server, right? So naturally, I did shit with my static, Japanese static, and then I also, because I got 4 characters, so I also do shit with the parks. For example, Alexander, you know, basically I did Savage with Parks as well.
Nice.
And then the viewers is always like saying, "Whoa, wait a minute, this is a Park. How is Park able to clear turn 4? You know,
yeah.
While we can't even do turn 1, turn 2." I was like, "Come on, guys, don't give me that crap. You know, turn 1 and turn 2 supposed to be easy already."
Well, wait a minute, hang on. No, there was this great statistic that somebody was talking about. I can't remember who brought it up or where I was reading it. But there was this statistic about how much of the Japanese community and how many different players on the Japanese servers have cleared through Alex Savage 4 versus how much of the NA and EU community. I think this was Samus that was tweeting this, that had brought this to my attention. And
I'm sorry.
No, go on. It just seems like the Japanese player base has a way better handle on stuff like Alex Savage 3 and 4 than NA and EU, because they've cleared, you know, like the Japanese players have cleared at such a
they actually like pug this shit
massive rate. Yeah, it was pugs.
How is this new? How is this news to you? You know that.
No. Here comes the main point, though.
Okay.
The main point is, why is everyone... I mean, a lot of people is freaking out. I was like, come on, guys. Since the final call, we've been doing this shit.
Right.
You guys should be doing this as well, right? Because I've heard words, you know, on my Twitch chat. It's like, people is saying, Gilgamesh is doing the same. We are about turn 3 Savage already. People are attempting to... I was like, great, nice. Because... if that's the case, like, why are you guys like so surprised that, you know, Chocobo is able to do turn 1 to turn 4, and then there's people is like saying, wow, our server just got world second, not world second, server second, server third, server fourth. I was like, come on,
wow, this late into the game?
Exactly, this can't be happening, right? Wow. If on reset day we got at least 10-20 groups, that's exaggerating, by the way, like maybe 5 groups able to clear on reset day, turn 4. Why is the NA not even able to do turn 3, turn 4? I mean,
I'll
come on,
tell
guys.
you why.
You guys are like,
I will tell you why.
You guys got world first, right? You guys are supposed to be the master race, right?
No.
So no. Come on, guys.
We have a saying here in America, okay? No matter how good you think you are at something, there is an 8-year-old Asian kid who's better than you are.
Oh, no. You're all human beings, man.
Yeah, right.
I still believe the community should help each other out. Like, you know, people is like, I've been hearing news like, people is like saying, come on, you need to know the fight before you join the fight.
Get good.
Right.
Yeah.
How the hell is people able to learn the fight if the party finder don't even have, let's say, a group that start from the very beginning?
Absolutely.
Or even group that's advancing certain phases, and then you have people like saying, oh, you must know the fight. At least see the video. I mean, what the fuck?
Absolutely. No. I'm totally with you. Now, this I think is a fantastic point, because one thing that Final Fantasy XIV did differently than Final Fantasy XI is that it segregated servers by language, and now you have certain data centers in certain certain areas of the world, which yes, it is supposed to reduce latency, but there was this fascinating thing that happened in FF11 where you had a cross-pollination between multiple languages and players that would be at multiple levels of the game, and I feel like that maybe the Japanese community taught far more to the North American community than we ever gave them credit for.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I've been playing 11 for before Final Fantasy XIV came out. I've been playing 11 for like 9-10 years as well. So yeah, coming from that, I can definitely see that. Like I don't know, man. My shout out to the NAs is, come on guys, you guys can work better together, right? Make your community better, rather than like people is saying, why is people quitting? Why is people leaving Static? Why is people going to Gilgamesh? Like, how about starting somewhere, make the community better, be patient with one another, People is like saying, how is my practice group? Back then when I was progressing turn 3, turn 4, the Parks practice is doing 90 minutes straight, and then people is like, oh, if it's an NA server, like, you guys should have kicked this guy already. I was like, come on. If you kick him, how are you gonna get better?
Like, yeah.
Exactly, man. So come on, guys, be better. I mean, when I first came to Chocobo like a year ago, we were not in this state at all. We just starting. We couldn't even get final coin pop clear until.
Was it a low pop server?
Oh no, Chocobo is extremely populated.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So this is my first part of the things I want to cover. Like, how about you guys work together? Because you guys obviously can play the game. I've played with NA. I have one character on NA server as well. So, I can see that NAs actually have potential. But the thing I realized is the NA focus more on the FC and static concept.
Yeah. And
then the general people who is in Parks or Redoubt Static, they are pretty much fucked,
Yeah.
If you can't get a group, you don't get practice, you will never get accepted in the group.
Yeah,
and
one of the paradoxes of the NA and one of the paradoxes of the NA community is you can't join unless you have experience, but you can't get experience unless you join.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So whenever some FC has some people leaving, they have to look for the Parks, right? I mean, the first thing first is friends. After that worst case scenario, post in forum, post in Guild already, whatever shit, man. And then you get someone who probably doesn't make your cut. So
right.
How about,
And
that you can,
and it was different with Coil too, because the endgame community hadn't really sussed out who was good or who was not good, and things like rotation and gear builds, and there was a whole lot more willingness to sort of get somebody up to speed who is willing to learn than there is now. Somebody tells you, hey, I don't really have a whole lot of experience and I'd love to be able to learn. You look there's a lot of North American players who look at that as like, oh, red flag, I don't want to touch that, fuck that, you know what I mean? And like, that's not very conducive to helping people learn or helping people advance either. And then we start seeing it in terms of very real numbers on the other side when we start looking at how many different players have cleared what different turns. I mean, the numbers don't lie.
Yeah. So, I mean, gotta start somewhere, guys. So I hope.
Caller, real quick. Big question from the NA player base, probably at large, and you can feel safe to go ahead and tell us this. Like,
it's a safe space.
Square Enix doesn't listen to the show, so you can tell us. Like, come on, Square Enix gives you guys extra stuff, right? like that's a thing, right?
I mean, okay, I'll sum that up. But the next thing I'm going to talk about is Square Enix. All right. As much as I love Square Enix, I love this game. I mean, you guys have been talking about this. Actually, 2 weeks ago, I tried to call in because we were on the topic.
Yeah.
But I would like to go back a little to cover that. Like, come on, Square Enix. You have been delayed. You guys have already delayed Heavensward for what, 3 months? They delayed 3 months, right?
Yeah.
From spring to summer, and then now we have 3.1 getting delayed by a month.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, we're gonna get Relic delayed for probably another 1 month. So what's going on, man? Come on, Square Enix. And then we only get 2 expert dungeons. That's not good enough.
Yeah, it really does hurt.
Why are we getting like Lord of the fucking Verminion? Why are we getting shit like that?
It's great PvP.
Oh my god! Like, if someone did an Inception on Square Enix on Yoshida or something that you had to bring this into the game. Oh my god! I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people out there wants to play that content, but I just cannot brush off the idea that Square Enix has paid too much attention, not just to Lord of Vermilion though. Who knows? Maybe in the future we'll see more bullshit like that. Like, I feel that Square Enix is wasting too much time into this content, and then probably it's the reason why we delay. I mean, a lot of people feel the same. So what the fuck, Square Enix? But at the same time, though, back to the topic you guys were covering, Reddit official forum, guys. You fucking casuals, please stop and giving Square Enix ideas like this, man. Oh my god, look at the plushie. Can we get the plushie? Oh my god, that chocobo, that Moogle blanket. You know, I was live streaming and I was doing a partial translation. The moment I saw that blanket, I knew someone is going to ask Square Enix to sell that bullshit. And boom, 5 minutes later, it's on sale.
Okay.
You know, come on, guys, can we stop asking shits like this? You know,
I really have to ask. All right, would you consider yourself a black sheep among JP players, or is this kind of the mentality of the JP player base? Because if this is the mentality of the JP player base, we've got a new market we need to expand into. Because we are a podcast for them.
You know what? What is surprisingly, what surprised me is after all this while the NAs is saying, I mean, including me actually, these few days, I kind of feel like there's absolutely nothing to do already.
Oh,
but
I know.
For some reason though, my FC mates, my Link Shell, my Static friends, my Park friends, they are always online doing shit. Be it helping people turn 3, helping people even turn 4. Sometimes I even get called on as well doing turn 3, turn 4. So I was like, how are you guys actually still enjoying and have things to do? So I can't help, man. Sometimes I would just be asking, are you guys doing anything? Do you want to play, for example, Metal Gear Online? Do you guys want to play Dota? They are like, nah, we have things to do. I was like, how is that even possible? And then when I pressed my party finder button, on reset day, we got like 50 to 60 party finder doing Alexander Savage.
Wow.
And then when I log into Leviathan, which is where my NS is, when I press the party finder, basically there's nothing. I was like, okay. Yeah. So maybe that's the reason why Square Enix is a Japanese-based company, right? Maybe they didn't feel that from the Japanese side. But maybe everybody is running already. Everybody is like leaving everything behind, playing beta MMOs, playing everything, man. Just not Final Fantasy. And
it's true. Well, I think a North American audience is far more fickle. I think if you're going to have an audience that's going to bail from your MMO, it's going to be your North American audience.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. So Square Enix needs to seriously, man.
They need to step it up.
Yep. By the way, Cookie just posted Arthas' Twitch channel down there in the chat, so everybody make sure you click on that and go give him a follow.
I seriously,
he speaks the truth.
I like this guy. I sort of feel like we should have him do Limit Break Radio in Japanese.
We need the translation.
No, not a translation. Just have him host his own show and call
LBR
it Limit
Japan.
Yes.
That's too much pressure, man.
Oh man, no way.
Daily dose of rage every day on my channel already.
If you opened up the microphone every week and you did what you just did here, that is Limit Break Radio, man.
You have it.
It's not something, not everyone has it. Not everyone.
They don't get it.
Just like the show isn't for everyone. Not everyone has it. Not everyone has that spark. But Arthas, we can tell you've got that spark. You got the Limit Break Radio spark in you, man.
We would trade Escalia for you any day.
Did I just blow your mind?
That's true of so many people.
It took 2 years to groom his spark, and you did it in one phone call, my friend.
Arthas, by the way, I was wondering, where are you actually calling from?
Singapore. I'm from Singapore.
Wow, that's awesome.
That is so cool, man.
That's so awesome.
Let's check that one off the map.
Yeah.
I speak Japanese as well, so that's why I play in the Japanese server. But
that's fantastic.
I want to feel how both population works. Because the negative comments from the NA community is so bad that I actually have to transfer one of the character to try, and next week I'll be doing. My meal will be ready for Savage, so I can't what's gonna happen. So yeah.
Good luck. I guarantee. I guarantee you the tone is going to be far different between the two communities.
Oh yeah.
I've heard. As I understand, because I don't do it now. Again, me claiming to be a big hardcore raider, I'm not. I know I have to. It hurts me in the heart to admit that I haven't gotten to Alex Savage 3, but
let alone Alex Savage 1.
Yeah, right. But hey, that's a technicality. You don't need it.
Hashtag sarcasm Reddit.
How did that add to the conversation, Juxta?
Yeah. But anyway, being that I'm so hardcore, I wouldn't know firsthand, but I understand that Alex Savage 3 makes North American players quite a bit more toxic than they are normally, and I don't know, we just spent a good 35 minutes reading their vitriol on air, so what I'm trying to say is it gets worse. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't get any better, just so you know.
So you got that to look forward to.
Yeah. So good luck, and make sure you call back and let us know, what the experience was, because we'd like to know, how
the differences.
Anytime you want to send an email or call in, you just let us know, because we would love to have you back on the show.
Absolutely.
Wow. Thanks. I'll make sure I'll do that. Probably next week or the week after, if I'm not dead yet.
Yeah. Right. I can't even imagine. What time is it there?
Oh, right now?
Yeah.
4 a.m.
Wow. What a trooper. What a dedicated fan. Thank you so much for calling us today.
No problem, man.
Seriously,
Great show.
Very nice of you, and appreciate all your compliments on the show. And honestly, your comments about the game, I couldn't agree with them anymore. And thanks. That's such commitment, waking up at fucking 4 a.m. or staying up till 4 a.m. to check out the show. That's crazy. So
and he's been trying to call in for a few episodes too.
Wow.
So way to go,
You should
Juxta.
feel so bad, Juxta.
I was gonna get him on.
Not really. There's some weeks that.
Thank you, Arthars.
So
blame Juxta. No, blame Juxta. That's bullshit.
It's the LBR way.
Boo, Juxta. Boo. Shame on you. Anyway, thank you, Arthur, so much for calling us today. That was a fascinating conversation. If you'd like to join us for Limit Break Radio and call us up, give us a Skype message at Limit Break Radio, or call us 810-515-8715. Now, I know that who was it on Nitin on Blue Garter would definitely have a problem with how long that caller lasted, because we read their comment about how we have callers for too long on the show.
Well, when they have substance.
But I'm sorry, I was hanging on Arthas's every fucking word, because I could only understand like one in every three, but I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm serious. I actually could understand absolutely everything that he said, and
one of our best callers.
Yeah,
right there.
it's especially for English not being his first language. That's so fucking impressive. But I was hanging on every single word he said, because everything he said was fucking interesting, and it was fucking dead on.
Very cool seeing the JP perspective on things.
Absolutely.
And his his message to NA players to work together, he's like, guys, this is doable in Pug.
Yes, it is.
So that blows my mind.
He's coming over on his NA account now. NA players, you're on notice.
Yeah.
Get your shit together and be decent.
Japan is calling us out. Are you going to rise to the challenge?
You better. I mean,
I guess we know where Samus, the Pug hero, is going to transfer to next.
Yeah, right. But all right, let's